Good day. Welcome to today's lesson on grammar. The topic being Concord. Say it with me, Concord. And that takes us to the objectives for the lesson. And you read all the objectives. One is explain Concord. The next one, state the rules of Concord. Then write activities on the topic. That is great. Let us go on. Okay, we shall start this way. Read what you see. Can you tell what's wrong with these constructions? The constructions are actually wrong. So you make your judgment to tell me what is wrong with them, or to explain to anyone around you what is wrong with them. One is the boys is here. I is writing, and the others she have eaten. Make your judgment of them, because how we explain it, if your idea agrees with mine, you have gotten it. If it does not agree with mine, it means you have not, and you have to do it together. So I give you a minute to think about it. The boys is here, I is writing, she have eaten. Think about them so that you tell me what is wrong, or you tell yourself what is wrong and score yourself. Okay, and that takes us here. Can you read what you see? From the constructions, the subjects do not agree with the verbs. The subjects do not agree with the verbs. Let us find out. The boys is here. In this sentence, what is the subject? Can you say it? The boys. Good. Is it singular or plural? Plural. Can it go with is? No. What can it go with? Are. So it should have been the boys are here. That is right. The boys are here. The second one, I is writing. Can I go with is? No. It goes with am. So it should have been, say it, I am writing. Good. Let's go to number 3. She have eaten. Is it correct? She, singular. Can it go with have? No. It should have been has. She has eaten. If you have done it this way, put us together for yourself. Great. If we can clearly explain the two examples, then it means we know what Concord is. What is Concord? Just the agreement between the subject and the verb, or between the words in a sentence. Just the agreement between the words in a sentence. You know, a sentence is made up of many words, whereby the words relate to one another, so that the meaning the speaker wants is correctly arrived at. We call that Concord. Relating words in a sentence in the way that they form meaning. That is why you see it here that Concord is the agreement between words in a sentence. It also means the way the words in a sentence relate with one another correctly to express an idea. When you want to express an idea, you use words, and the words must be related so that you may convey a proper meaning. So Concord is all about agreement. One word having a relationship with the other, so that proper meaning may be arrived at in a sentence. Thank you. And that takes us to the rules of Concord. Rules of Concord. Rules are guides. Rules are guides. So the same thing applies to Concord. Some tips that can help you speak using correct subjects and verbs. What are they? I know you might have known some. Okay, one of the rules is that of, can you read it here? Subject and verb Concord. You know, subject is the doer of the sentence, the person who has done the action in the sentence, and the action is verb or state of being. So we're looking at subject and verb Concord. This means that a singular subject goes with a singular verb. A singular subject in a sentence goes with a singular verb, while a plural subject goes with a plural verb. Now, what are these singular subjects? What are singular verbs? Singular subjects can be words like personal pronouns. Personal what? Pronouns. But specifically the singular ones. When we talk of pronouns, pronouns are, can you explain it? Words which stand in for nouns. Words which replace nouns. So, in this case, we are talking of those that can be singular. Personal singular pronouns like he, which can be a man or a boy. She, a girl or a woman. And it, which can stand for a thing. Now, looking at them, you see that they are singular. They are not many. They are singular. So they go with singular verbs. They go with singular verbs. So singular objects, apart from personal singular pronouns, can also be singular nouns. You know the meaning of nouns? Names of people, places, things, ideas. So if you look at this, John is a name of a person, just one. Mary, a name of a person, one. Table, just one. Not tables. What are we saying here? We are saying that singular subjects do not have s. Do not have what? S. Singular subjects do not have s. When you write them, they do not have s. On the other hand, singular nouns, singular verbs end with s. End with s. Can you say it with me? Singular subjects do not have s, but singular verbs go end with s. Say it again. Singular subjects do not have s at the end, but singular verbs have s. Let us go on. Look at it now. Plural subjects, we looked at singular subjects. So plural subjects, on the other hand, can be personal pronouns. Personal pronouns. Personal pronouns. The same personal pronouns we looked at before. Only that these ones are plural. Plural. Look at the examples. They, we, you, and I. You see that I is singular. It is actually singular, but grammatically it is treated like a plural subject. So plural subjects can be personal pronouns, they're the plural ones. They, we, you, and I. Then plural nouns. Remember, singular nouns, come back to plural nouns now. Plural nouns, the nouns that are many. At this time, they are not just one, but many. That's why you see John and Mary, the and, connecting John to Mary to make them plural. You have tables. Before you had table in singular, but not tables. People, plural. Schools, plural. If school is supposed to be singular, it may not have this s. So plural subjects can be the same subjects you find in singular being made plural. They give you plural subjects. And one thing is that the plural subjects take the suffix s, except with some unique ones. What we're saying is that singular subjects do not take s, but plural subjects take s. And we also say that singular verbs take s. Singular verbs take s. Now I want to explain something important. Plural verbs. Plural verb. Look at this. Does this take s? No, because it is a plural verb. What of this? No s, because it's a plural verb. Plural verb. Plural verb. Now you change them to singular. Write becomes writes. Play becomes plays. Go becomes goes. Are becomes is. Oh, that is interesting. They do not end in s. Plural verbs do not end in s. Let's look at these examples. John understands mathematics very well. Now, what is the verb here? Understands. Understand. Is it singular or plural? It is singular because of this s, and for the fact that it is used with a singular subject, John. Can you explain the second one to me? His two friends, Philip and Mark. Sorry, this Mark is supposed to begin with a capital letter. His two friends, Philip and Mark, understand English better. If you look at this here, you have understands, but here you have understand. Can you explain that to me properly? Good, because John is a singular subject, as you go with a singular verb understands. But here, Philip and Mark are plural subjects, so they should go with the plural verb understand. That is interesting. Okay, the next one is that of principle of proximity. You know, proximity, nearness, closeness. So this rule is all about closeness. Where is the position of the subject? Is it very close to the verb? That is what you consider. So if there are many nouns or pronouns at the subject level, that is, if your sentence can begin with many names as subjects, the nearest one, that is the nearest noun or that pronoun to the verb, will determine the choice of the verb, will determine the choice of that verb. Let us look at this example. Here you have Solomon, Elizabeth. Solomon 1, Elizabeth is 2, and another one is I, but joined by a conjunction O. Can you read the sentence? Solomon, Elizabeth, or I am to be blamed. Now, mention the subject in this sentence? 1, Elizabeth. The second one, first Solomon. Second, Elizabeth. Third is I. Now, which is the last one to the verb? I is the last one to the verb. And what is the verb? Am. Because of this I, the verb is am. But if, for example, you had Solomon or Elizabeth, it cannot be am. If you understand, it will be is. So Solomon, Elizabeth, or I am to be blamed. The second one, Solomon, Elizabeth, or Philip, can you see it here, is to be blamed. Solomon 1, Elizabeth 2, or Philip is to be blamed. Why is Philip going with is here? Because when you see the conjunction or presents options, it doesn't sum up, it doesn't add subjects, things, or sentences. They are still different. They are not together. They are still in their individual forms. So Solomon, Elizabeth, or Philip is to be blamed. Look at number 3. Read it. Solomon, Elizabeth, and Philip are to be blamed. Why is Al coming after Philip now? Because of this conjunction and. Because and puts things together to make them plural. So Solomon, Elizabeth, and Philip are to be blamed. This Al is going for these for the 3. Unlike this O that represent these words as options, and they will select it. Thank you. Oh, the next one is a pair of. Have you heard of this before? The phrase a pair of Concord. When the phrase a pair of is used, when you use it, the verb for it must be singular. Immediately you say a pair of, the verb you use must be singular. For example, the pair of trousers is mine. With the fact that trousers has this S, it is singular. So the pair of trousers is mine. Read the second one. The pair of scissors is on the table. Pair of is. Take notes. Now there is something I want to explain here. Both in the sentences, in the two sentences now brought together, both the pair of trousers and the pair of scissors are used. Why have I used are here? Because of this conjunction and. It has brought the pair of trousers, it has brought the pair of scissors together now, so they have become two, no more in their discrete or individual forms. So take note of that. Can you read the sentence? Both the pair of trousers and the pair of scissors are yours. Great. Can you look at the screen? What do you see now? Either or neither Concord. Either or neither Concord. You can call it either or neither or neither. So either or neither Concord. What do you mean by this? We use them in sentences. So what I'm saying is that when you use any of them in a sentence, when either or neither compares two singular nouns, that is when you try to use any of the words in comparing two singular nouns, some will say join, but I use compare. To compare two singular nouns, the verb should be singular. The verb should be singular. For example, look at these sentences. Either John, or Jackson. What are the singular subjects here, or the singular nouns here? One is John, the other is Jackson. Now, which verb are you supposed to use here? Knows. Is it singular or plural? Singular. Can you go back to the rule? When either or neither compares to singular nouns, the verb should be singular. For example, either John or Jackson knows me. Go to sentence 2. Neither Mary nor her friend was here. What are the subjects here? Mary. The other one is her friend. And her friend can go with was, because her friend, just one friend, not many. Mary won, her friend won. And that will take us to sentence 3, which actually is not part of this, but I brought it for you to understand more. Look at number 3. Neither Mary nor her friends. If you look at this, her is still here, but friend here goes with s to make it singular. Is it singular or plural? To make it plural. And the was here becomes where. Becomes what? Where. Can you read the sentence? Neither Mary nor her friends were here. That is very good. However, when either or neither joins two subjects, that is, remember here too it is joining or comparing two subjects but singular ones. Now here we are saying that if it joins or compares two subjects and one is singular and the other is plural, what happens? The verb should be choosing considering the nearer of the two subjects. Considering the nearer of the two subjects. Just like here, you have her friends. Her friends. Mary is here alone, but her friends here, because it is plural, has gone with where. I hope you can follow it up. I'm saying that, however, when either or neither joins two subjects and one is singular and the other plural, the verb should be choosing based on the nearer, the closest one to the verb. For example, either James or his friends know me. What is the closest subject here or noun to the verb here? One is either James, then the closest one to the verb is his friends. That is why you see the word know instead of knows. Know here, is it singular or plural? Plural verb. Thank you. These rules also apply when but or but even joins two subjects. What I'm saying here is that when you are using the phrases but or but even, phrases or words but or but even, to join two subjects, they function just like either or neither. Now look at this. Not only Shola, but even teachers. What is the last subject here? Teachers laugh in school. For example, if you had it not only Shola, but even her teacher, what should this verb be? Her teacher laughs in school. Great. Number 2, not Lawrence, but James speaks good English. What is the last subject to the verb here? James speaks. So speaks is the verb. Note, either actually pairs with or. It is used with or, just like neither pairs with nor. On the other hand, they can also be used when not in pairs. That is, you can use them when they are not together. For example, Philip did not pass the exam. Look at this. Neither did John. Philip did not pass the exam. Neither did John. Now look at this. Can you look at it critically? Look at this. Neither. Neither is actually negative. So when you select neither, it can go with positive. In this case, did. Why is did positive? Because it doesn't have the int. You know, did not is negative, but did is positive. So when you are using neither, it can never go with didn't, with the negative. It can go with the positives. Number 2, Philip did not pass the exam. John did not either. And you see it here. You see that did not is used, which is in the negative form, so it agrees with the positive one, either. And you say it, Philip did not pass the exam. John did not either. What I mean by that is that it is wrong of you to construct sentences like this. John did not neither, because did not here cannot go with neither but did not either. Another one, neither did not John. Neither did John, because if you use neither, you can't go with the not again. A wrong expression can be John too did not pass. Very wrong. Don't say it that way. Neither did John. Or John did not either. Thank you. Wow, you know this last one very well. It is just called more than. More than, that is the phrase more than Concord. When you use the phrase more than, when you're speaking and you say more than, what follows? What verb do you select to match? Look at this. When more than is used, the word or number that comes after it will determine the next verb. When you're speaking and you use more than, what are you expected to know? The word or number that comes after it will determine the next verb. For example, more than, what do you see here? 2, good. 2 apples. And because of 2 apples, you have the verb are. And you read the sentence, more than 2 apples are here. The next one, more than 5 what? Boys attend the school. Why is this verb attend? Can you explain? Because of these boys. 5 boys. Great. Because 5 boys is already plural subject, so it must go with the plural verb of attend. Okay, number 3. More than one person is needed for the job. More than one person. Why are we using is here? Because of this one and person. If it were 2 people, more than 2 people, it should have been are. But more than one person is needed for the job. There is something I have to explain here. Do not think that because more than one means at least 2. You know, when you use more than one, it means 2 or more, that you must use a plural verb after it. For the fact that more than means more than one, you are not supposed to use a plural verb after it at all. No, don't. I repeat, don't. Okay, we shall do an activity on this. When you follow these links properly, you'll find very interesting activities for you to do. Follow the links below correctly to do the activities on Concord. They are very interesting. So just take time and do them. When you finish, you screenshot and submit to me on the class dojo. Just screenshot your answers and submit to me. Thank you. I wish you the best.